Okay, so I want to discuss something I touched on yesterday when it comes to the Packers and David Bakhtiari. So I shared the video about the report that came out from, I'm trying to remember his name, I think it was Armando Salguero. I think that was his name, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that was his name. And I discussed, if you saw yesterday's video, that he reportedly, who knows if it's true, it's tough to know with some of these reports, said that the Jets had at least internally discussed the idea of trading for Bakhtiari. And who knows, is that true? Maybe, maybe not. I wouldn't be shocked, as I mentioned yesterday, if Rodgers wanted Bakhtiari. Why would he not? One of the best tackles in the league, one of his best friends. The Jets, at least from some things I've seen on Twitter, their offensive line seems to be having at least some kind of issues. We also saw that in Hard Knocks. And so that does make sense. But today, this is sort of an update, it's just a little bit more information. So Adam Schefter said this on the Pat McAfee show about this. He said, "I haven't heard that the Jets are trying to trade for David Bakhtiari, nor have I heard that Green Bay is interested in moving on from him. This is the best he's felt in a long time, and he's ready to go." So Schefter at least hasn't heard anything, and I do think that nothing's going to happen. I don't think anything's going to happen. And I mentioned yesterday also in my newsletter that unless the Patriots, or not the Patriots, we were just talking Patriots, unless the Jets come in and offer some crazy offer, it doesn't make much sense for the Packers to trade David Bakhtiari because I think the Packers would only save $1.5 million in cap space. They'd only save, 1.5 mil. And I think it's very, very important that the Packers, have a solid left tackle in Jordan Love's first year. Because if we traded away Bakhtiari, maybe we throw Josh Nijman out there. And I think he's a solid tackle, but he's no David Bakhtiari. And even though the past couple of seasons there's been, up and downs for Bakhtiari when it comes to health and his knee and all those different things, he still, when he plays, has still played as one of the better tackles in the NFL. So I just wanted to share that little update that I saw from Adam Schefter. And who knows, maybe if we get to the trade deadline and the Packers are terrible, which hopefully isn't the case, maybe they do something like that, because if the Jets were needing some offensive line help, then maybe at that point, you say, okay, well, might as well get something, because after this season, David Bakhtiari has a $40 million cap hit, so they're either going to need to release him or restructure, extend, whatever that is to lessen that cap hit. So maybe at the trade deadline, if we're terrible, which hopefully we're not, I don't think we will be, but if we were, then maybe you could trade a guy like that and get some draft capital in return if he's not in your long-term plans. And who knows if he is, who knows if Brian Gutekunst is thinking about that or not.